A jury just found Instagram and YouTube legally responsible for damages linked to youth social media addiction. The verdict? $6 million, and it could change the internet forever. Imagine opening Instagram as a child. Years later, a jury says that experience may have contributed to serious harm. In a historic Los Angeles courtroom, Meta and Google faced accusations unlike any before. The lawsuit claimed Instagram and YouTube helped create addictive behavior in young users. The plaintiff said she began using YouTube and Instagram at a very young age. According to the lawsuit, heavy platform use eventually affected her mental health.
The case wasn't focused on specific videos or posts.
Instead, lawyers focused on how the platforms were designed. The argument was simple but powerful. The design itself encouraged compulsive use. Meta and Google strongly denied the allegations. Yet this trial would become one of the most closely watched technology cases in America. The plaintiff's attorneys began presenting evidence they believed showed a pattern of harmful design choices. They pointed to studies linking excessive social media use with anxiety, depression, and reduced self-esteem among some young users. Experts explained that adolescent brains are especially sensitive to rewards and social approval. Every like, comment, and notification can create a brief feeling of satisfaction. According to testimony, the unpredictability of those rewards may encourage repeated checking. Plaintiffs compared this engagement system to mechanics commonly used in games of chance.
Your Honor, that comparison is fundamentally flawed. Our platforms are designed for connection, not compulsion. The evidence will show we meet all legal standards.
Social media is a tool, and that users make their own choices about how they use it. Jurors were asked to consider where personal responsibility ends and corporate responsibility begins. The answer to that question could influence the future of technology law. Then came one of the most anticipated moments of the entire trial. High-profile company leaders were called to testify before the court. Their testimony became one of the most closely watched parts of the case.
Attorneys questioned what the companies knew about youth engagement and platform use.
We need to know exactly when you became aware of these manipulation loops.
The defense maintained that user safety had always been a priority. Plaintiffs argued that the platforms were designed to maximize engagement. The defense responded that these features also help users discover useful content.
We facilitate learning and connection.
Both sides presented dramatically different interpretations of the same technology. Days of testimony produced thousands of pages of evidence. As testimony ended, attention shifted to a legal question that could determine the future of the internet. At the center of the legal battle was a powerful internet law called Section 230. For decades, this law has protected online platforms from many lawsuits involving user content.
Meta and Google argued that this protection should apply to them.
But the plaintiffs made a different argument that changed the entire case. They said this case was not about what users posted. It was about how the platforms were built. That difference became the most important legal question of the trial.
The court had to decide whether these features were protected or could create legal responsibility. The argument moved forward, allowing the jury to consider the platform design claims. This decision could influence thousands of similar lawsuits against technology companies. Now, the final decision would come from the jury. Now, after weeks of testimony and thousands of pages of evidence, the jury reached a decision.
News organizations gathered as everyone waited for the outcome. The courtroom became completely silent. Then the verdict was read aloud.
The jury found Meta and Google legally liable for damages in the case.
The plaintiff was awarded approximately $6 million in damages.
The jury assigned the larger share of responsibility to Meta. Google's YouTube platform was also assigned responsibility for part of the damages.
But while the verdict was historic, the legal battle was far from over.
Almost immediately, both companies signaled that they would challenge the verdict. They argued that the decision misunderstood how online platforms operate. Legal experts quickly began debating the verdict's long-term impact. Many observers noted that thousands of similar lawsuits were already waiting in the background. Technology companies across the industry began paying close attention.
The case raised new questions about recommendation systems and platform design.
Features like autoplay, notifications, and infinite scrolling could face greater scrutiny.
At its core, the case asked a question that society is still trying to answer. Should social media companies be responsible when platform designs encourage addictive behavior? The answer may shape the future of the internet for years to come. What if the apps millions use every day were designed to keep people hooked? In a historic case, a jury ruled that Instagram and YouTube could be held responsible. The decision may change social media forever.